Well, the U.S. Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit against RealPage Incorporated, along with 6 major landlords. Some of them have properties here in Houston. They're accused of colluding to inflate rental prices through the use of software. Fox 26's Sherman DeSell breaks down this lawsuit from the newsroom here tonight and also has some legal analysis.
Yeah, so we're talking about millions of renters across the country, a lot of them here in Houston in some of these properties. You may recognize this one. This is over in the Heights. This is a Camden property. But there are a lot of people who are impacted potentially by the claims in this lawsuit. So let's look at it. So these are the landlords that are named in this DOJ antitrust lawsuit. Greystar Real Estate Partners, Blackstone, Camden. These may sound familiar to you. Cushman & Wakefield and Pinnacle Property, Willow Bridge, and Cortland Management LLC. So here are some of the claims that the DOJ is saying is happening here. Alleged violations of the Sherman Act, Sections 1 and 2. They're claiming that there was some collusion by these companies via RealPage's algorithmic pricing. This is the technology that these companies are using to pick their rates. They're claiming that these landlords were basically pricing the competitors out, making sure that their rent stayed high, and they had the biggest impact on the industry. And ultimately, the DOJ says this has a tumultuous impact on the renters. I spoke with our legal analyst, Chris Tritico, about this and talks about how this may impact how landlords will operate from here on out with this type of technology, whether they'll use it or not, and how it impacts the renters.
I would expect that the Department of Justice will be saying, if you've artificially raised your prices, you now have to reduce them back to where they should have been all along. I would expect that's one of the things that the department would want to see happen in a settlement.
So a couple of these companies have responded, including Greystar. They say, quote, "We're disappointed that the DOJ added us and other operators to the lawsuit against RealPage. Greystar has and will conduct its business with the utmost integrity. At no time did Greystar engage in any anti-competitive practices. We'll vigorously defend ourselves in this lawsuit." But not all companies have issued a statement. At least one company has agreed to what the claims in the lawsuit, even willing to settle. We're going to hear about that in the next hour and how it could impact this big lawsuit. Reporting from the newsroom, Sherman DeSell, Fox 26 News.